in this instance of Balaam, you would realize that he did not understand what God was saying. When he told him, do not go, Balaam did not understand what God was saying. That is why you can tell him, okay, tarry here so I can know what more the Lord will say. And then the Lord tells him, go. But only the words that I say to you, you shall say. So that's why in the New Testament, the man of understanding reads what was in Balaam to say yes to go, even when he was not supposed to go. And he says there was a level of understanding. He says that the talking donkey had to stop the madness of the prophet. 1 Peter 2:12. He called it the madness of the prophet. Now, it's a very hard thing to say the prophet was mad. In other words, if he was in the right understanding, he should not have sought God for the second time. But the state of his heart even changed the instruction of God to speak where his heart was. Because I have learned by God that it's in his infinite grace and mercy to avail permissible where perfect is rejected. When you say, I have rejected the perfect will of God, his perfect will, he will give you permissible. Because he's still looking for a way of redemption. But because it is permissible, it is not, there are people who, and I've seen that there are glories that come with permissible. There is a grace that pursues permissible. I've allowed it even though I don't want it. But I cannot go against your heart. Because even in rebellion, there is still a donkey willing to serve its master. Why didn't God blind the eyes of the donkey? Prevenient grace. It's available even with those which are functioning under the permissible will of God, who are not under the perfect.